Hi, I'm Josh Zander. I'm the teaching professional at Stanford University Golf Course. Today I want to talk about what I call trail hand chipping. I see a lot of common mistakes with amateurs when they're chipping, and a lot of these mistakes, unfortunately, are techniques that are still taught today. Let me describe a few of them. Number one is having the ball too far back in your stance or right back by your right foot. Number two is having your hands well forward of the golf ball. Number three is wrist hinge in the backswing. And number four is leading with the handle on the way through. Now, all of those are okay in moderation, but what they're doing is providing a steep angle into the golf ball. And a steep angle is not great for chip and runs, especially off of nice fairway type lies. So think about this. If I do put the ball back in my stance, it creates a steep angle into the golf ball. If I drew a line from the club head to the ball, that would be a very steep angle into the golf ball. The other thing that happens when you put the ball back in the stance is that you have put the leading edge below the bounce of the club, and that's the digging part of the club. That makes for very unforgiving bottom of the golf swing. If we lean too much weight on the left foot, that also makes the swing too steep when we're starting to chop down into the golf ball. And then the idea of leading with the hands is also providing a steep angle and putting the leading edge into the ground. I find that if you think about chipping with your trail hand, in my case my right hand, you're now going to have a much more forgiving bottom of the swing. You're going to maintain loft of the club, which means you're going to maintain bounce on the club, which means the club is going to slide along the ground. You'll also come in at a little bit shallower angle. So let's think about the difference. If somebody said to you, okay, you're only allowed to chip with one hand. If you only were allowed to use your front arm here, your front hand here, notice the forward lean of the shaft. I've lost the loft. I've lost the bounce. The leading edge is below the bounce. I've got a digging club that's going to produce a low missile. Now what if I was able to chip with my trail hand, in my case my right hand? I've now maintained loft. I've now maintained bounce, and the whole swing is going to come in shallower. Sometimes I'll be waiting for a lesson and I'll just be on my cell phone and I'll just be chipping and pitching golf balls with my right hand, and it slides right along the ground. I even hit a little bit behind that one, but it doesn't matter because the club is always sliding. So think about the ball position now, not quite so far back, just slightly back in your stance. Hands just slightly forward, weight slightly on the left side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that we're going to be chipping with this trail hand. Notice I used the bounce when I hit the ball. I hit the golf ball first, and then my club slid along the ground. It's now a very forgiving bottom of the swing. I've got true loft, I've got bounce. Now I'm all about my distance control.